Next item, we have steering rods. So these are different kinds of steering rods, but let's just generalize it as steering rod. It has different looks. This one actually is a magnetic type of a steering rod, and it is made of actually you have a lining, a plastic, but you have actually a inside this one. The plastic is, I think this one is somewhat made of Teflon because it is chemical resistant. So that's why you have this. For example, there are substances, even the glass, there are substances wherein you cannot really use glass steering rods. So you may use this one. And of course, another feature for this one is has, I think the bottom side has magnet. So if ever you have a magnetic, you actually have laboratory tools with magnets that rotates so that it can mix well, you can use this one. You can just follow the mixing. Or actually you can, if you're going to use this different steering rods, you can see that this one is easier to use. Why? Because it is somewhat malubay, ubos. And then it has somewhat a what makes it it weighs more on the bottom. That's why it can spin more with just using your thumb like this one. Not like this one, you really have to use your hands to shake your hands, or probably more force to steer particles or materials by compared to this one. Okay, so these are steering rods. So don't be confused, don't confuse with steering rods with this one, because as you can see, this one is so common. This one is what we call a thermometer. So it looks like a steering rod. Some actually use this to steer this one, but don't use this steering rod. Why? Because there is a mercury at the tip of this one. Actually, mercury type thermometers are already banned nowadays. Because mercury are not good. For example, if you break this glass and then it goes to your skin with some wounds, it can actually accumulate in your body, and what happens is mercury goes to your brain and it will make you insane. So mercury are not really good nowadays, but anyway, we're a old-fashioned laboratory. I think nowadays we use this alcohol thermometers, wherein you have alcohol inside, colored, usually red. But again, this one is cheaper. So I'll just always be there if ever you'll be using a thermometer like this one, because this is not good if you are just on your own and you're doing crazy things with this one. This is not good, especially when you when mercury will just go inside your body. That is not good. So a thermometer measures temperature. So that's what the use of your mercury at the bottom. Because your mercury has a melting point. Actually, it is solid in a liquid state. How do you call that? Anyway, you can see it that it is somewhat in a metalloid phase. So meaning heating that, it would expand, thereby expanding it linearly with the temperature. I mean, that's how the thermometer is being calibrated. So if, for example, you boil with water, you let the the mercury bulb rise, and then that boiling of water is 100 degrees Celsius, so they calibrate it as 100 degrees Celsius. So this one really is not expensive in making this one, and of course in buying this one. You can just I think I just bought thermometers on my own pocket. Oh, because madugay yung duro kung mag-request pa SSU. But anyway, we also have thermometers in SSU, kaya lang diri damo that we need this type kung mga chemical reactions, and then we have to monitor the temperatures. Okay, temperature. So, thermometer.